Good evening, my dear students and friends and viewers. Once again, I have come. This is Pomani, Faculty of English, Vidyalakshmi Group of Schools. Okay. So, in everyday life, we speak in English with a lot of mistakes, including me, the people who are watching, including you. Okay. Because we are not the native speakers, most of the times we will make the mistakes, but the language, which is a vehicle, okay, to carry our thoughts from one person to another person, that's all. Okay, at the same time we must try to speak in English correctly. Most of the times we may find this, okay, it's very difficult where we should put preposition or article, correct article, okay, definite article, indefinite article, what is this? But we must learn. Okay, so if you want to go to some foreign countries, particularly the people who are there to speak in English, definitely they will understand how you are talking. At the same time, don't much bother about English, because English is an international language. It can be used only for the communication. Okay, only one thing is how you are speaking very fluently. That is very, very important. Okay. In our daily life, we will just find, or we will make, or we will speak the wrong words. Okay. So what are things we are doing? Let us discuss in this topic. Okay, that is. And next thing is, sometimes we may find that so we might have heard these kinds of sentences. Okay, this shop, for example, lifestyle is just opposite to, okay, a Ram theater, just opposite to. So if you use the word opposite, we should not write to. Okay, next thing is, we are discussing about the sums. When we have the word discussing, we should not write about. Not only discussing, describing also. And we have a lot of terms to follow in English. Okay, not only in spoken, even in written also. So where we have to use preposition and adjectives and nouns, and what is it, where we just to find the mistakes, so many things. We can find the mistakes in tenses and subject. Subject means noun, and articles, and preposition, and the words which are placed correctly. Okay, so in these four areas we will find the mistakes. And next thing is, sometimes you will find that even in question tag we will find the mistake, or we will make the mistake. For example, I'm a teacher, aren't I? That's wrong, aren't I? So these kinds of sentences we will come across in many ways. So let's go to the topic. Okay, I have some sentences to teach. I promise you, these sentences are used by us in our daily life. But without knowing, these sentences are wrong. We are using it. I brought 5 dozens apples. Most people, they know the answer. What is wrong with it here? I brought 5 dozens. If you have the object, the adjective won't be plural. Here the subject is apples, plural. So once again we should not write the dozens. I brought 5 dozen apple. Okay, this is an adjective. Okay, so adjective it won't bring the plural form. Already we have an object apples. It shows the number. Next, Ardik packed my luggages. It's very common. Even ordinary person can tell me the answer. Luggages. There is no word in English. Okay? Luggage. It may be one bag or it may be many bags. It's not a problem at all. But we say only luggage. News. Baggage. Arun sent me many informations. It may be 1 or 100. It's not a matter. But we have to write only the singular form. My father gave me advices. This is advices. We can use it in plural form, only advice. Okay, but sometimes it may be my father advises me. The spelling is CES. That is wrong, because the advice, the word which functions as a verb, in this place you can write yes. Okay. My father gave me advice. Herds of swines. Look at this. Herds, the adjective. Once again, swine, the noun. So it has herd of swine. Herds of swine. So the S won't come because swine is plural. Lived in the forest. Let us check the answer, whether it's right or wrong. Yes, dozen. Luggage. Information. Advice. Swine. And once again I can tell you here, the word ends with AGE, the sound is each. Luggage, cabbage. Okay, that is not a age, each. Okay, so if you want to take the note, just take the screenshot, the people who are watching. Otherwise, the people who are watching on YouTube, just rewind it once again. So it will be very, very useful to you. Because why I have selected, why I have just brought these sentences are used in our daily life. Yes, good. He himself will do it. Actually, I forgot to hide it. He himself. Sometimes the students and even the people who are working in the offices, they would say that yes, I myself did it. He himself did it. But where we have to use the word himself after the object. Okay, it was me who did it here. Sometimes English will be totally different. Okay, it was I. Even though it's an object, but we are using the subject I, first person singular. Who did it? Look at this. I and you and he. First person, second person, third person. But it should be changed in order because I am speaking to you. I am the first person. You are the listener, second person. Somebody is there as a third person. First we must place only the second person. Next we can go for the third person. Look at this now. You, he and I. So the first person must come to the last. You, he and I should go to Vellore. Okay. So this is the common sentence we are using. Yes, I did it myself. That is, I myself did that's wrong. Okay, fine. We enjoyed much at the hill station. We enjoyed much at the hill station. What's wrong with this? We enjoyed. Because nobody is there. Only we are speaking about ourselves. So we must write the possessive pronoun. Sorry, reflexive pronoun. We enjoyed much at the hill station. We enjoyed ourselves. Here we should write. Here, let him and I do it. It was me that was wrong. It was I. But here, let him, this is object. But actually, what should be there? What is the object of I? Me. So let him and me do it. And next, each of the participants must bring their entry ticket. Look at this. Participants, plural. Each, the participants, girls and boys. Okay, so we can use the pronoun, possessive pronoun, his or her in the place there. So in that place you can use the word his or her, both. Okay, that is. So we can check the answer. Good. We enjoyed ourselves. It has come. Let him and me, object, because this is let, verb, object, object. Each of the participants must bring his or her entry ticket. Very simple way. Okay. Why I am selecting these words? Because in spoken we are using these kinds of sentences. We don't go for the big sentences which won't be useful, because English is a language which can be used as a vehicle to exchange your thoughts to other person. Yes, errors in the use of adjectives. What is meant by adjective? The word which qualifies the noun. That's all. Okay. Here, she did not eat many bread. I can tell you, many it's associated or it's coming with only numbers. And much, it comes for quantity. Okay. So what should be the answer? She did not eat many bread. One bread, how can you write many? One bread may be big, much bread. That's why again here, many can be used for number, which can be counted. Much can be used for quantity. Okay, so what is the answer here? We can use much. Tell me the last news which happened recently. What is it now? Not last news. Tell me the latest news. What is the latest news? Okay, tomorrow there will be heavy rain. Heavy rain. Okay, day after tomorrow will be the heavy rain. Heavier than any other things. So we must be very careful. Look at this here. Last. It will be changed into latest. Sam is brilliant for his age. Sometimes the students, they will be more brilliant. We can find that even the 8th standard student who can solve the 12th standard problems. Sometimes 12th standard student, he can do the MSc Maths problems. Sometimes the students will stun the teachers. The teacher who is teaching the sums on the board, the student will find the answer in 4 or 5 ways. The teacher will confuse whether she can start or not, whether she can continue or not. That is, Sam is brilliant because age means, for example, he is 10 years old, but maturity level is 15 years. So we can use the adjective more. So in that place, we can use the word here, more. Little knowledge is dangerous. Here I can tell you, little means nothing. A little means something. The person who doesn't know anything, okay, waste. A person who knows something, somewhat okay. But here, little knowledge means who knows nothing. Okay, dangerous, no problem, he is stupid. But we cannot write like that. Here we must write the word a little knowledge. Okay, because the person who doesn't know anything, he will accept that he doesn't know anything. But the person who knows something, he will say that I know everything. That's the biggest problem in this world, including me, including you. Okay, and I need, so here, as well as here, a little and few. Both are nothing. A few. It is speaking about the quantity, it is speaking about the number. Okay, a little can be used for quantity, a few it's used for the numbers. I have here few friends in Chennai. Okay, maybe 4 or 5 friends. But I have little water in my water can. That is quantity. Okay. That is. I need a few days rest. Look at this. I need few days rest, which means that I don't need rest. But if you write the same, that the sentence is wrong, we can write here a few days rest. That's all. I think this session would be very interesting, as well as it has a lot of messages, it has a lot of information. Okay. So let's find whether the answers are right or wrong. Yes. She did not eat much bread. It's a spelling mistake. Okay, tell me the latest news. Sam is more brilliant for his age. A little knowledge. A few. That is. Okay, just look at this. You can have plenty of information. Okay, he read a few books he had. Look at this. He read a few books he had. So I can tell you, already he had some books, maybe 100. From that he has taken some books. So the books are familiar to him. So here use the word the definite pronoun. It's a definite article. Okay, the things which are familiar to the person, we can use only the definite article. Okay, so he might have 100 books. Out of 100 books, he had read nearly 15 books. So you can use the word the few. Because numbers, already we know the book. There are 15 books, we know that out of 100. Okay, so we can use the word the. They all loved each other. More than 2 persons. Each other can be used for 2. One another can be used for many. Okay. So they all loved each other. So each other should be struck, and this phrase can go to the one another. Okay. Because it's more than 2. The 2 men struck one another. That is wrong. Because we are speaking about only 2 persons. So each other. Each other can be used for 2. One another can be used for many. So, okay. Ram is the fastest of 2. For example, Ram and Sam, 2 persons. When we are comparing the 2 persons, we can use only the comparative degree. ER form or MORE, the word, adjective word is more. So here we are using that. But we are speaking about the Ram, how he is. We can use the word that. There will be no problem. That is right. Okay, instead of using the superlative, we can using that faster of 2. The faster of 2. That is. Next. Bhuvan is the abler of the 6 students. More than 2 students. Here they are using abler. Here we have the definite article. Definitely it should be the superlative form. So, ablest. Bhuvan is the ablest of the 6 students. That's all. Let me check the answers are right. He read the few books that he had. They all loved one another. The two men struck each other. Ram is the faster of the two. Bhuvan is the ablest of the 6 students. That's all. Okay, just look at this. Even it gives a lot of information. Please give the glance for 30 seconds. That will be enough. Okay, let's go to the next proposition. Okay, preposition or proposition. Okay, so it's very easy. Most probably I can tell you, proposition sometimes we don't find whether it's right or wrong. I congratulated my friend on winning, not for winning. Okay, last date for registration, not of registration. Okay, and we have a lot of things. I told you very clearly at the beginning. Yes, I have watched this movie on Netflix. We should not say that in Netflix. I have saved all the data on CD, not in CD. Okay, and next thing is I will meet you at 6 o'clock in PVR. But we should not say in 6 o'clock at PVR, that is wrong. Okay, so we have a lot of, not restrictions, we have a lot of rules to follow. Here, don't violate against the rules. When you look at the sentence looks, it has no mistakes, but there is. Don't sign on the contract. Even the same, when I was looking at this sentence, I was not able to find what the mistake is because you used to say on. I am concerned about your health. Yes, here we have some problems. The mistakes, that's all. Don't violate the rules. So it's not necessary. We can remove it. Okay. And don't sign the contract. On is not necessary. I am concerned about your health. That is wrong. I am concerned for your health. In that place, you must remove the word about and just write the word for. Yes, look at this. All sentences are right. Look at the sentences for 30 seconds, you will understand. Okay, these kinds of sentences we will use. Sneha is engaged with Kumar. He wore a blue shirt inside his coat. Yes, these kinds of sentence we will use in our spoken. Inside the shirt, that is. Okay, I set upon his face. Sometimes if you want to scold somebody, you will just face to face directly. Here we have used the word upon. I want to post this letter for my friend. Yes. I can tell you where the mistakes are. That is inside, upon, and for. So the people who are talented, really brilliant, you know the answer. Okay, she is engaged to Kumar. But the person Kumar is engaged with, male and a female, that is. Okay? And he wore a blue shirt inside his coat. What may be the answer? The answer, I can surely tell you that under. under means inside, under his coat, and I set it upon his face. In Tamil I can tell you, மூஞ்சி நேரா பேசிட்டேன், sometimes that is. So the word I set upon, here we can use the word to his face. I said it to his face. I want to post this letter for my friend. That's wrong. To my friend. Very simple. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all. Good. Here is the use of non-finites. I think non-finite everyone knows it. Infinitive, gerund and participle. But here most probably we are speaking about only infinitive. Okay, I heard him to speak on the subject. Here, saw, made. See, watch, okay, make, let. This word, if they function as the verb after the subject, we should not write to. So only the bare infinitive should be used. So it has come as a verb. Here, heard, hear, feel, let, see, watch, make. Okay, then yes, let. If these words function as the verb, after the verb subject will come. After the subject we can use only the bare infinitive. I heard him to speak on the subject. Here heard has come and object has come. Here we must use only the bare infinitive. Saw the same. She saw him go out of the class. Here we should not write to go. Harry made me to come and to sit. Harry made me come and sit beside him. He did nothing but laughing. But sometimes you may think that that's correct. But that's not correct. The word is did. You must write only the verb, V1. He did. Okay, but laughing. He did nothing but laugh. Very simple. So let's see. Okay, it's a typing error. Oh, I just did it. Okay, I heard him speak. She saw him go out. Harry made him sit, not to come. That not to come and sit. Okay, ma. So and listen, these sentences which are not in textbooks which would be giving only the a few sentences which would be very easy to you. But these kinds of sentences, it will make you read and write as well as speak in correct English. Okay, my motto. Because you know how the government is going to set the question paper around, we don't know. But if you follow these kinds of sentences, it will be very good for you to learn and write and speak. For getting good marks, please refer the textbook. Textbook means which are prescribed by the government. Even CBSE or metric, whatever the board, it's not a matter at all. But refer the textbook, because in that we can find all sentences which are very easy, quite easy. Only the conjunction and singular, plural and articles and a proposition which would be very simple. Okay, and most of the students from this you have got benefits. Okay, I believe that this session will be very interesting and you enjoyed a lot. Okay, and you must have got some information regarding spot the error. Okay, so let me wind up this session with this sentences. Okay, let me meet you in the next class. Okay, until then, bye bye.